Young Professionals of Lawrence County is excited to share the top 5 under 40 for 2019. This includes Nicholas Bunker, Jillian Court, Ginny Jacob, John Mozzocio, and Brian Petrus.
I'm Kathy Britton Richardson, the president of Westminster College, and it was my honor to nominate Brian Petrus for this award.
I'm Brian Petrus, assistant professor at Westminster College within the School of Business. In addition to the awesome job and occupation of being involved in all things academic at the college, I'm also the president of First & Company Incorporated, which is an a la carte outsourced human resources firm. I do a variety of different things around the local community. I'm a notary public. I like to get involved in third-party tax and accounting and auditing. Anything I can really get my hands on, I enjoy getting involved in. I've now been a 30-year resident of Lawrence County. I grew up on the North Hill area in Newcastle. I think that as long as the great people of this great community continue to believe in themselves and each other, there's a bright future ahead of all things in Lawrence County.
Brian's done a number of things to bring our students learning outside the classroom into real ways, working with colleagues across the campus to obtain a federal grant to help develop a cross-disciplinary course that last year resulted in a group of our students doing solar panel research for the borough of New Wilmington. Brian runs his own business. He's very active in community service, and I think just overall exemplifies what a young professional ideal should be.
There are an incalculable number of aspects that I love and enjoy about my job and my profession. Certainly, first and foremost, I am surrounded by a group of some of the brightest, most passionate, most service-oriented individuals on the planet. In terms of teaching, I absolutely love and enjoy having a brand new cohort of individuals come into the classroom each and every semester. Not only do I get to interact and engage and instruct them, but I learn from them as well. Easily the best part is watching and assisting my students grow developmentally, academically, as well as professionally, ultimately culminating in them achieving success and matriculating back into the community and giving back to their communities.
I'm Janet Filatico. I'm the Executive Director of Visit Lawrence County. Ginny Jacob has worked at my office for a little over 5 years, and the young woman who I have grown to know is full of kindness, honesty, hardworking, and compassion.
My name is Ginny Jacob, and I'm the Assistant Director at Visit Lawrence County. I absolutely love working in the tourism industry because the first thing is I love the people I work with. My boss is phenomenal, my board of directors is phenomenal. I love it because it's constantly changing. It's never the same, always something different. You can be creative. And it gives me a little bit of sense of pride knowing I grew up in this community, so now I can give back and I can actually bring people to the area because we are the marketing arm of the county.
She has a passion for not only her community, her job, but everyone around her. She makes a difference in everyone she touches.
So I graduated from Carlow University with a corporate communications degree, and that actually falls in the College of Leadership and Social Change. And I always wanted to come back to my hometown and be a part of the change, and I know I have input that I can give.
Jenny is well suited for this top 5 under 40 because I think she is the young professional that's going to have a hand in the positive change in Lawrence County. She is our future. She's one of them, and she's a great decision maker. She sees things, she envisions her goals and hopes for this community, and it's all on a positive side. When you run an agency, it's very important that you have a relationship onto where you can depend on each other. I know that when Ginny says something, it's going to get done. I don't have to backtrack and double check it. I know she's going to do it. I also know that she's going to represent this agency in the same manner that it was meant to be represented, with a smile on your face, a caring hand, and we want to help you. What can we do to make it better for you? And that's who she is. Keep going.
She's a phenomenal
Hello, my name is John Mozzocio. I work for the Newcastle Area School District, and I'm the Director of Special Programs, which entails overseeing all the special education programs, English second language, alternative education.
I'm Jenna Mozzocio. I'm an educator in the Newcastle Area School District, and I'm John's wife. When I consider 5 under 40 in the top professionals in Lawrence County, the first person that comes to my mind is my husband, John.
The biggest benefit of my job is that I get to impact the lives of children each day. It's very empowering to work with over 100 different professionals to impact curriculum, transportation, building and grounds, and many other avenues in the school setting, so we can watch our children grow and eventually become productive members of our community and society.
John brings the same level of dedication, passion, and commitment to anything that he touches. He serves the school district with a relentless fervor. He pours hours and hours into what he does. And to know that I get to see that, there isn't another person that is more deserving of this nomination.
My wife and I had always talked about raising a family in this community because it has given us so much throughout the years. I knew early on in my educational career that I was a servant leader.
He's never self-serving. He's not in any of it for himself. He does it all with passion, and he's always the first to champion others.
My name is Laura Lee Gallagher-Hink, and I'm the Executive Director of Membership for the Elwood City Area Chamber of Commerce.
This is Jillian Court. I am the Executive Director of Media with the Elwood City Area Chamber of Commerce.
I nominated her because whenever I got the email, it just reading over like the specifications and then looking back at like who won last year, it just was kind of a no-brainer.
I love working at the Chamber because I get to help my hometown. It's one of the greatest feelings that I've had, and I love going to work every day.
She's an absolute blessing for Elwood City and for Lawrence County in general. She's involved in absolutely everything from Elwood City revitalization. She's on all the committees and constantly taking more and more in, and she just does it with grace and make me cry.
I just love to help my hometown grow and prosper. We've had a lot of good things happen in the last several years. With Lawrence County, I'm involved with the Leadership Lawrence County. I helped with one of the field trips. We just went to like the Elwood City Forge, and we just took a small tour of Elwood. So that was a lot of fun. As far as ECR, we do the Winter Wine and Brew Fest. That's every January. Fall Fest and Car Cruise in September. Let There Be Lights weekend in December. There's a lot of different events that we have going on to help bring visitors to the downtown. About my favorite quote, it is, "Be the change you wish to see in the world" by Gandhi. And that is what I love most about my job, is that I get to be a part of that change as a volunteer and for working at the Chamber.
I'm Judy Schaefer, and I work with the Elwood City Forge Group, and I am the Director of Quality. My colleagues and I nominated Nick Bunker for Lawrence County's Young Leadership Program 5 under 40 because Nick has worked for Elwood for about the last 7 years. He's held many leadership positions within Elwood. He worked at our Corey Forge location where he was responsible for quality and then went into operations and demonstrated an ability to have a strategic vision, but also be able to put a plan in place on how to achieve that vision. And he is very good at communicating that and then building a team that can then support that plan and execute on it.
My name is Nick Bunker, and I work for Elwood City Forge Group as a quality manager. What I love about my job is that my values align with company values. The Bairnsfeld family has built a culture that believes in family and community and generosity. I also love that it's challenging and rewarding, and that they've allowed me to grow both personally and professionally. What I love about community is, well, it's really, I've just always had a strong sense to serve. Started in high school playing trumpet, taps at military funerals. Then I served in the Marine Corps and did a combat deployment in 2005 in Iraq. And then most recently in Corey, Pennsylvania, I served on various boards, the High Ed Council, the Chamber of Commerce, and the United Fund.
So my colleagues and I selected Nick because we feel that he exemplifies a lot of the leadership qualities that you're looking for in young professionals. But I think what we see most in Nick is his ability to have a vision, but also he does very well at communicating that vision and then building a team together that's able to execute it. And he does so in a very humble way. He works very well with others, and I think that you don't have to be around Nick very long to know that he has some humility and integrity and the ability to get people on board to work together towards a goal.